Hey guys, it's Cindy, mom here from Rising Above Autism, and I'm hiding in my basement today, not because of the topic, but because the kids are all upstairs and it gets really noisy upstairs, and then I wouldn't be able to be recording this right now, and I'm sure someone is going to have a meltdown in the middle of this anyway, so we'll be distracted then. But until then, I want to talk about cannabis. Cannabis is something I never thought I would ever be discussing with anyone. Anyone that knows me knows that I am probably the squarest person on the entire planet. My husband tells me daily that I am no fun. Totally true, and I'm good with that. But when you become an autism parent, you find that you will do anything to help your child, even things you never thought you would even talk about. So, that being said, let's start with the one thing I never thought I would do either, which was give medicines to my kids. I am pretty much a mom that you had to be dying to get Tylenol or ibuprofen or anything, and that's how I was raised as well. I'm still like that with myself. I have to really be in a lot of pain to even get one small ibuprofen for myself. I'm still that way with my kids, but about 2 years ago, we started going through the worst time we've ever had with Ellie, and then Madicyn and Charlie followed. And we finally said, okay, we're going to try meds. We have been on so many different meds for each of the kids because basically your child is a guinea pig, and that's why I was against medicine in the first place. We actually did, I think it's called gene site testing. It's a test where they take your child's DNA, and it's very expensive, but if you can get your insurance to pay for it, do it, because it's a $5,000 test, and it supposedly will tell you what types of medicines your body will best digest so that you know what will work best with each individual person's body. That test definitely did help us decide what would work and what wouldn't with all three of the kids. But it's not a guarantee, we found. So a lot of the medicines didn't really help like we expected them to. And then a lot of them had these horrible side effects that made things worse. Poor Charlie, after a hospital stay for aggression, got put on Depakote and some other meds, and for his little body, it made him more aggressive. Even over-the-counter stuff, we had tried some different things that made him more aggressive. So you can't always go by, what the packaging says or what the purpose is of each medicine, because it's different for each person's body. So when we discovered that a lot of the meds weren't working, we would keep taking them off one, putting them on a different one, and really have not had a lot of success. We've had a few, but not a lot of success. So my helpers have been really doing a lot of research about CBD, and it took them a really long time to convince me that CBD was the right thing for us to try. So first we got some CBD vitamins that were very low dosage, and I tried that with one of the kids, and then I tried it with all the kids. And I think for us, the dose was just too small. I was just trying to do what I thought was right by going slow. It didn't help them. We didn't see a significant difference. So in order to really make a try of it, we started researching the best ones. And I saw an amazing video about a product called Charlotte's Web, which is what we use for Charlie now, and it works wonderful. I don't know what we would be doing right now. Well, yes, I do. We would be back in the psych ward if we didn't have this Charlotte's Web. It has made the world of difference for Charlie. It took him from a super aggressive little boy that I was physically restraining for 5 hours a day. Not exaggerating, 5 hours a day I was holding him because he was putting his head through windows, he was beating on everyone, he was breaking anything he could find. And so in order to keep himself and all of us safe, I literally held him for 5 hours a day. Then we started trying this Charlotte's Web, and I have the package right here. This is the one that we use. I give him the half of the adult dose, so 1 eyedropper full, and that's it per day. And the first day we noticed a difference. The first day we saw him calm right down, focus. He sat at the dinner table, sat there, like not took a bite, ran to the trampoline, jumped for a little bit and came back. He actually sat down and ate his meal. Doesn't happen at our house with Charlie. So it was absolutely incredible. So we started doing it every day, and we've been doing it for, well, probably 6 months or more now. We never miss a dose except one time, and he had one of the worst days ever in school. So sorry to his teachers, because I did screw up that day and forgot to give it to him. Other than that, it's very routine. He can sit and read a book now. He can focus. He can answer questions. I know everybody says, well, you say your kids are nonverbal. They are, but they're getting better. He's starting to communicate more. Within 3 days of us using it, his teacher, his principal, and his vice principal all called me and said, what is going on? What is the difference in Charlie? Because this is not the same kid that was here last week. It's a wonderful product. It's one of the only ones that I trust. That's just me, though. There are so many wonderful products on the market. It's just the one that we picked and we trust, and we really saw a difference. That being said, we then tried it with Madicyn and with Ellie. No change. So we gave Madicyn, since she's 18, the adult dose. No change. So it just didn't work for her. So Madicyn then, to take a further step, her aggression just got worse and worse and worse, to the point where we weren't safe anymore. We were calling the police now for protection. That sounds awful to even say, but it's true. This is what we've been doing. And so I finally gave in, and I said, okay, we're going to get her medical marijuana card. And we did. And we're going to try some edibles. And so this is the product that we picked, and we lucked out because on the first try we got a good one. This is a chocolate chip cookie. It's 100 milligrams. We cut it, the minute we buy it, we cut it into 8 pieces. So one dose would be 12.5 milligrams, which is very low dose from what everyone has told me. When we're getting weird, when we're getting very OCD, when I can tell aggression is coming, I give her a cookie, a portion of her cookie, her 12.5. It has taken her from being this very angry and aggressive teenager to happy, calm, not high because we're at such a low dose, but just happy, comfortable in our own skin. The OCD falls away. There's just a calm sense to her where she can now focus. We can now talk to her, because we were getting to a point where no one could give her eye contact or she would lunge at us. No one could talk to her or she was aggressive. No one felt safe in the house. That's what got me. And now we can sit down and have a conversation with her. The girls, she doesn't answer, but the girls can sit and work on new homework problems with her. We can play games. She is very competitive when it comes to Princess Candyland now. And those are things that we couldn't do before. But the most important thing is she's happy. She hasn't been truly, genuinely happy in a while. So I guess the reason I'm making this video is because I don't want other parents to have the same mindset that I did, that we can't try this with our kids. Try it. It's natural. It's worth it. I can tell you from experience that I have seen such huge changes in my kid for the positive. and not all the horrible side effects that we were seeing with the other medicine. Madicyn gained 30 pounds on one medicine. She was miserable. She was crabbier than before that medicine. This has really changed her and given her some peace and some just calm, happy times in her life. We just went to my sister's house where she hosted a party, just family Christmas party, and there were quite a few kids. There were probably 20, 25 kids there, and all their parents and grandparents. And that normally would have set Madicyn off. We would have been back in the car, driving 3 hours back to Detroit. Madicyn tolerated the entire thing, and not just tolerated it, was happy. Let her cousins sit with her, which I used to have to sit between them. And they would talk to her, and she would motion things back to them. I haven't been able to just truly enjoy myself at a family gathering in years. It was absolutely wonderful, and we jokingly say that, you know, Cindy brought the fun party because she brought the pot, but it really it made a difference for Madicyn. So I think that joking has helped me be okay with it. But I wanted to share this because I also have a friend that is going through the same kind of things we are. And when I brought these things up to her, she said to me, "This isn't giving up. This isn't making me a bad parent, is it?" It's not. It is doing what you need to do for your child. And as an autism parent, you are always doing what you need, even if it is against what you honestly believe. I really struggled with this for a couple of years, and I'm so mad at myself for not trying it beforehand. I'm not telling you to go get, you know, go stand on the street corner and buy pot from your local dealer. We did it the safe way. We went the medical marijuana route. We're very cautious with it. I have it in a locked box at all times, so she can't get it. She can't just take it herself. I do all the dosing, so it is safe. But if you are at your end and you don't know what else to do, try it. It's worth trying. Everything is worth trying. I can tell you we've tried everything we can imagine. Behavioral, before we even tried medicine. We've tried so many different meds. And now this has really made a difference for our family. So ignore the stigma around it. And if you think that it is a possible solution that could help improve your family's life and your child's life, just try it. If it's legal in yours. All right. Hope that cleared up some questions or helped you feel better about possibly trying CBD or medical marijuana. Have a wonderful night.